Peace. So there's been a question amongst people who don't understand or who don't have a real grip on Moorish Science Temple of America, Moorish Science, or the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And that's the reason why I'm speaking and making this little video at this particular moment, because there is a misconception that as Moors, Moorish American Muslims, that we don't prostrate when we pray, or we don't make what you would call salaat, or so on and so forth. Well, I can understand how that misconception can be placed in the hearts and the minds of the people, because you have people who teach that the Prophet Noble Drew Ali didn't warrant salat, that he didn't teach the science of bowing down in humble submission to your creator, or so on and so forth. He didn't teach the science of that particular ritual. Well, a man knows not by being told. You understand what I'm saying? If I was to tell you the answer, you wouldn't accept it. If I wouldn't tell you the answer, you wouldn't accept me not telling you the answer. You say things, oh, you don't know, or blah, blah, blah. But we don't understand a man knows naught by being told anything. So the great thing to do for anyone who would ask these questions is begin an investigation to find out. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes a person can answer your question and that answer is not solid enough for you. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to further your studies and go deeply into the question that you're asking. Because see, the word question, the first 5 letters is quest. A quest is a journey. I spoke about this before. So anybody who makes an assumption, about what it seems to be or what they perceive it to be could definitely, most likely, incredibly be wrong. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that I placed a picture on Instagram and it showed me and two or three other Moors demonstrating the science of prostration and demonstrating the science of salat. But most people don't understand. If they looked at the picture, it was only 4 people prostrating. Everybody else was watching. Why? Because we were demonstrating a lesson on 7 up and 7 down and so on. We were demonstrating lessons. You understand what I'm saying? We were demonstrating to the people the science of prostration and why, it's done in the Muslim world. It's an ancient ritual that predates El-Islam and Prophet Muhammad. See, prostration is older than El-Islam or Prophet Muhammad. You understand what I'm saying? Actually, we can find prostration all the way back into the walls of Kemet. We can find prostration in India. We can find prostration in Palestine. We can find prostration in ancient times. As this is an old-time religion, as our holy divine Prophet Noble Drew Ali told us that this is the old-time religion, an ancient religion. So prostration is older than Prophet Muhammad and El-Islam. So of course, we have a science of prostration. And why? Because our Islam comes from Kemet, Palestine, and India. And all those places in some form or another utilize the science of prostration. You understand what I mean? And when you understand the pure science of prostration and the rituals of salat, you will understand that it's much more than just a ritual. It has health benefits. There's an esoteric meaning behind every single move. You understand what I'm saying? That ties you back to the first man, because every single move, every position has a vibration that goes along with it. You understand what I'm saying? Has a letter that goes along with it, a numerical value that goes along with it. This is a science. You understand what I mean? And we also know and understand that the Holy Quran, in which we derive our power and authority from, the great Quran of Muhammad, teaches the science of prayer and that it can be done sitting, standing. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you are walking, sleep, before you sleep, whatever, you can give worship and adoration to your creator in numerous ways. But we are also taught that when you are in the midst of your enemy, you pray standing with your eyes wide open. But in the midst of your own privacy, in your own home, where you are protected and you are safe from outside extremities, you can make salat, or you can prostrate. Now, here's the thing. People say, well, the Moors, y'all deal with an invisible spook god and so on and so forth and things of that nature. No, we don't deal with a spook god. You're looking from the outside, looking in, trying to perceive what you think that we're doing. And see, again, that's error. You see what I mean? Instead of coming in and sitting down and learning and seeing what's really going on. You understand what I mean? Salat You got to understand what it really is. And you got to understand what you really are in order for salat to work. You see what I mean? You have to understand what you really are. So chapter 1 of the Holy Quran, Circle 7, talks about man. It talks about spirit man and how spirit man took on a soul and how soul took on a body and so on and so forth. But the spirit man needed an enemy, a foe that could be around, so this spirit man, so man could develop himself, his strength, or so on and so forth. You know what I mean? He needed a foe, a constant foe. This constant foe is your flesh. You understand what I'm saying? The Holy Quran teaches you that your flesh has a nature that sprang forth from fleshy things. You understand what I'm saying? That is contradictory to the spirit or the Allah in you. You understand what I'm saying? And this is why in Islam they have a thing called jihad, because the first generation of Islam knew the science. They were learning actual science of themselves. And after Prophet Muhammad was murdered and his family was murdered, they revamped the whole game and started giving you mysteries. You see what I'm saying? On purpose. You know what I mean? Telling you that Allah lives in the sky, sitting on the throne and all of this type of stuff. When we know and understand that if man must meet his maker, he must go within to find his Allah. So the thing is this. We use the science of salat to tame the devil. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because if man must find his devil, he must look within. And if man must find his God, he must look within. So here's the science of salat. Give you a little something that you can run with so you can understand. Because I already broke it down to you about the body and spirit and the conflict that's between those two. You see it in the movies, a little devil over here, a little angel over here, and it looks like the person that they're talking to. It looks just like that. That's the science of the higher self and the lower self. You see what I mean? And this is the internal battle that takes place in man. So when I make salat, I am making the carnal nature that sprang forth from fleshy things. That's the devil or the Satan in me, the shaitan in me. I'm making it bow down to the Allah in me, to my higher self. That's what I'm doing. I'm making this body that says when I want to make salat or pray, you know what I'm saying? It says, oh, nah, bro, you should go to the store right quick. You can pray. You may come back and do that later. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you ready to deal with your true self and link to your true self and align with your true self. Your false self steps in and tells you and gives you a suggestion. You understand what I'm saying? See, the shaitan in you gives suggestions. It suggests to you. You know what I'm saying? And the Allah in you gives you direct commandments. Don't do this. Do that. And so on and so forth. It gives you a direct command, while the shaitan in you gives you suggestions. Don't worry about a holy day. You can make it next week. Go to the bar and meet shorty like you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do that. We can go to holy day next week. See what I mean? So this is a real thing. I mean, you're looking for all of these mysterious illusions, and you are the thing that you're very much looking for. The problem that you are trying to solve, it's you. So understand and know that, yeah, we make salat in the privacy of our own homes. I know I do. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that prostration is ancient. And I know and understand there's a science behind prostration as well, a health benefit and so on and so forth. So there's a science behind it. So for those who ask, well, did Noble Drew Ali pray like this? Well, you know what? You need to come and find out. You know what I'm saying? Because there's an answer for that. And if we are deriving our power and authority from the great Quran of Muhammad, and we are called Muslims, you know what I mean, and we're dealing with Islamism, do you not think that we pray? And if we deal with in our Moorish Holy Quran, we talk about the Hebrew and the Elohims and so on and so forth in the book of religion in chapter 35 or 30, if I'm not mistaken, in our Holy Quran, the book of religion, the chapter called religion teaches you the science of bowing down in humble submission and reverence and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? Because that again is building the strength for you. Man builds his strength by the exercising of his thought. You understand what I'm saying? The controlling and the exercising and the discipline in the thought process. Because there's a part of you that doesn't want discipline or order at all. And it will try to misdirect you and mislead you from those things. So we tame the beast within by making it bow down to the Most High within. Peace.